So the first phase of this project is about inspiration. And we decided, well, let's find some experts who are really connected to either a horse, another person, a musical instrument, whatever the modality, they're connected in meaningful ways, and their experience of movement is a result of that connection. So we have an expert in salsa dance, we have an expert in improvisational tap dance, an expert in equestrian arts, for example, and we really want to find out, okay, what are some nuances that are specific to those disciplines, but also transcend those disciplines that we might try out in various ways.
Yeah, these experts all doing it in their own ways. And Rebecca's a dancer. She moves beautifully. I'm not a dancer. That's not my thing. There's other things I like to do that I'm more comfortable doing. But whatever your comfort zone, dig into it, sort of explore it a little further. Look at what these experts are showing us in terms of how you can actually make that connection to another person, how you can build up the function and the forms of those practices, and how through that you can start to feel your way into a substantial connection with the horse, the person, the environment, the wave, the mountain. And I think these sort of practices will inspire you more generally in everyday life to have a richer life, to give more of yourself, and I think very importantly, to become your best self, to become the best person that you can be.
I'd like to say more about that. So the flow experience that leads to that better self, that better life, the particular pathway that we're wanting to aspire a change is that we're feeling our way towards this experience. So if you look at the literature on flow, we have this sense of setting a goal, responding, having a sense of feedback, but it's very much coming from a cognitive frame of reference. That is almost this brain, directing ourselves in this intentional way towards flow. And that research is important. We just feel that there's other pathways to experience that phenomena and to try out more of a somatic, a sensory feeling approach, a responsive approach to this flow.
Exactly, yeah. The emotion is the motion. If you really dig into it, what you're doing in emotion is showing some sort of motion. It's offering an invitation to others to connect with you. And so, as Rebecca says, we want to really sort of explore what that emotionality is within the emotion, which we're simply calling the feeling of the motion, and that feeling of being connected to another person. And when other people feel that in return, there becomes a certain sort of spontaneity to that. There's an authenticity to it. It's not just automatic. There's a spontaneity to it, and people actually like one another more when they're engaged in that spontaneous process.